yesterday, let me explain what happened yesterday. You know, yesterday evening, I wind up falling. I had a nice fall, you know, and I didn't fall forward. I fell backwards, and I fell flat on my back, hitting my head so hard that it scared my daughter. And she's like, what do I do? Do I call 911? And at first, I couldn't respond because I was shocked that I fell hard. And I'm just saying, God, I thank you that I didn't fall hitting my head on the table, or I wasn't in the kitchen or somewhere and not on carpet, and I would have hit my head straight up on concrete, basically. Because, you know, the floor that they have here is not the easy soft tile, it's the whatever. But I'm just saying, I had to surrender that to God. I said, God, I know I'm disappointed that I failed. I know I'm kind of shocked that I failed, because I mean, I never felt like that, ever. I mean, I literally fell flat on my back, hitting my head so hard that I'm quite sure downstairs we're like, what is going on upstairs? But when my daughter went to yelling, I'm quite sure she probably figured that I probably failed. But my thing is that you gotta surrender even those moments when you're feeling overwhelmed, and it's like, oh my goodness, how much more can I take? That's why we gotta surrender. I'm telling you, you gotta surrender sometimes, even on a daily basis. But just because you gotta surrender on a daily basis does not mean that you're no good. You know, it doesn't mean, you know, because sometimes we can go through things and we see other people around us and their life is looking a little different, and from the outside looking in, it seems like their life is just so it's so better than yours that sometimes you know, not so much wishing that your life was just like them, but sometimes it just makes me wonder, what would my life be if it just looked just a little bit different from what it is. How would I feel if my life was just a little different? Just a little different. I'm not even speaking 10% different. But if it was just 5% different, what would my life look like? What would it feel like? You know? And my thing is that we got to understand. We got to understand that these things that we go through, we got to surrender them to God. We got to surrender them. Whether we cause them upon ourselves, or whether life just happened, or whether you just dealing with residue, whether you have been through some traumatic experiences. And the thing is that you got to surrender it to God. Just like even the thing when we went through this storm here, I mean, it does something to us emotionally, mentally, physically. It done something to us. It wasn't just, you know, it wasn't just a storm that just came and didn't do anything to us.